What's going on, everyone? My name's Tenebris and today I'm going to show you dudes how to get ready for the Dangerous Experiments update that comes out on the 12th of December, just a few short days away. Today, I'm going to give you guys two simple quick tips that you could do, as well as a kinda not so quick tip, but more of a route to set up a whole bunch of Reapers in a bunch of different worlds. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button or subscribe to stick around for more GZ content. So the first tip, starting off with the least time consuming of them all, is to go off, build yourself a base. It doesn't have to be a crazy, sprawling, epic mega base. Just build yourself a simple base to do base defenses from, in order to kind of break up the monotony of grinding through rivals. Seeing as rivals are going to be your main source of obtaining experimentals, it'll be good to have something in there that'll give you a little bit of variety so it doesn't get too samey while you're doing the grind. Of course, you could totally just get lucky and get the 3 new experimentals right off the bat from your first 3 rivals, but there's also the chance that RNG can be really harsh, and so in order to prepare for that, it'll be good for you to have just an extra method of obtaining experimentals alongside the Reaper and rivals. And speaking of rivals, you're going to want to go around to every region in your game and just max out your rival count if you haven't done that already, in order to, again, just have the maximum amount of rivals that you could take out in a given session, to just increase your odds of finding these brand new weapons. It could take a bit of time to set up these rivals, but the payoff in the end for being able to go off and do a massive rival grind in order to get these experimental weapons is gonna be huge. So if you don't have all of your regions maxed out with rivals, maybe take a couple days and just go through region by region and try to max out the amount of rivals that you have in the area. Don't worry too much about maxing out their level, just aim to get the maximum amount of rivals instead, and have like a kind of quantity over quality thing. Alrighty, man, with the 2 easy tips out of the way, let's look at Reaper farming. Now we're going to start this whole Reaper farming thing on a fresh world. The idea is to have the fastest route possible to getting the Reaper into your map, so that way you could make maybe even 3 additional maps with a Reaper in it, and have that set up by the time this update comes out on Monday. So the route starts off with you heading off to Ibbleholman Church in order to pick up the dirt bike. You're then going to drive off to the camp that you get to just as you exit the archipelago. A couple things to keep in mind as you're driving along this route: honking at machines just before you get to them can sometimes kind of trip them up and get them to run towards you, giving you the opportunity to drive past them easier. There's also this destroyed truck set piece. You can actually just drive right on through that door, so you don't have to get off your dirt bike at this point. Once you've gotten out of the archipelago, we're going to then be driving off to Captain'sville and picking up the safe house over there in the forest region. You can bike through all of these set pieces that are set up for the bike course. You just have to, again, kind of take them a little bit slow to make sure that you don't go flying off your dirt bike. And you might want to be careful with this jump. I've had a couple crashes from that jump specifically. Once you've gotten to Captain'sville, you're going to be going off and starting up the Hemphill missions if you have them, and if not, then you're just going to kind of skip this part. Once we get to the start of Not Alone, we're going to pick up the mission, but only for the safe house. We aren't in this to actually go up to Hemphill. So now that we've got a safe house here, we're going to come off to Learburget in order to pick up the Good News mission. So what you want to do is you want to come in really quick, just lightning fast, jump off the bike, run inside the building, pick up the letter, and then you're good to go. And you could just head on over to the Forester's Barrack to pick up the C4. Luckily enough, nowadays the machines will be fighting with the Soviets, so make a smooth landing, pick yourself up off your face, and head on into the barrack in order to pick up that C4. We're then going to be using the dirt bike in order to plant the C4 and hopefully get out in one swift move. Excuse me, doggo. So you just bike on around. Getting up the hill is kind of the hard part. But Then you plant the C4. You take the bike. Oh, dude. Alright. Alright, we gotta get out of here. I don't even know where the dirt bike is. Let's just get out. Either way, the C4 is planted. We've used the dirt bike for the majority of this. And bada bing, bada boom. Give it a few seconds. There we go. Oh, hey, I found my dirt bike. So that was the easy part. Now we have to go off and set ourselves up a Phoenix base so that we can start some good old machine farming. So we're going to come on over to Grand Haggett first and use the machines that are kind of set spawn in the area just beside it here. There is a military tank and a handful of Phoenix Hunters and a bunch of doggos too in this area. And they respawn whenever you quit to menu. So it's really easy to just kind of farm through them. Also, I'm out of shock ammo. Whoa. And there we go. From now on, we're going to farm the rest of our region score from base assaults. This is a great opportunity to get some practice in with the Magnus, too. You can also really speed up the process by setting up just a little bit of a shock farm with the 762. This is really easy to set up. You just leave a bunch of shock procs in the wall and on the ground, and then you shoot the hunter a couple times. Once you've gotten your threat level to 21 or higher, then you're good to go for getting the Reaper to spawn into your region. This is maybe a little bit overkill for just getting ready for 3 new experimentals, but honestly, I think that setting this stuff up early here is going to pay off for you dudes in the long run in a huge way. Maybe not just with this update, but future updates as well. So let me know if this video is helpful to you dudes, and maybe in the comments down below. But for now, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. I enjoyed throwing together a bit of a route. It's been a while since I've made one. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace.